All right, Shalom. I want to start off as always, man, by giving our praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Racha HaKodash. That one is unto the apostles, the elders, and the bishops of Great Millstone. I want to send much love unto the brothers out there doing his work in truth and sincerity. And I also want to send peace and blessings unto the believers of the hopeful elect, all right? Once again, man, out here on the highways, well, Salakia, out here at the park today, once again, man, to kick the word of the Lord. All right, man. Came by some water, by the trees, man. Good environment. All right, to kick the word of Yahweh Shema Shai. And that's what it's all about, man. Okay? It's all about the word going out, right? Because you got Jake who been scoffing, as I said last time, scoffing about, brothers being at the park or like going to the park to kick the word. Um, we know mainly, right, that we do go out to the highways and byways, okay? But if a brother do go to a park, hey man, that's fine, that's cool, bro. Worry about the word going out, man. Okay? Stop being so goddamn sensitive and being little girls. And that's a lot of you guys' problems in Israel. You're so emotional, you're so damn sensitive like a damn woman. And you nitpick at small stuff like bitches do. Okay? And this is why so much commotion and contention going on, man. Guys are operating in emotions instead of worrying about the word. Okay? Boy, once again, man, out here to preach the gospel, okay, to fish for the elect of Yahweh Shema Shai, all right, to condemn the wicked of this world, including, first and foremost, Esau, Edom, but also even our own people, man, who partake in this world and serve these idols and commit all kinds of abominations. We're here to give you your word as well, man. Okay, nobody is off the hook, bro. Nobody's off the hook, man. When it comes to the Most High God, Yahweh, okay? Nobody is off the hook. If you ain't right, the Most High will address you, okay? He will judge you, man. But I wanted to start off, man, speaking about artificial intelligence and just some of the things I've been seeing um, over the past month or so with artificial intelligence. Well, really, shit, these past couple of months with AI and the improvements of it and just what Esau is trying to do with artificial intelligence, okay? Um, we know that by 2030, according to Esau's words, okay, if we're here, all right, in 2030, but he's been saying that, look, by 2030, our lives will be dominated by artificial intelligence. Whether it's in your home, whether it's, going to the doctor or driving your car, whatever it may be, it all will be dominated by artificial intelligence, man. And pretty much they're gonna just use AI to govern your life, in which you have something called AI governance. Okay, now I have this website pulled up, okay, from the UN page, right, which is something I go into all the time. But it's a website here on the UN page, man, and they speak about artificial intelligence. Okay, they have different categories here that you can click on for yourself, right? But these different categories, I'll read a few here. It says global digital compact, AI governance, digital public infrastructure. So these devils have their plans laid out, okay? And they do it out of arrogance, okay? They do it out of, y'all ain't gonna stop us anyway, right? That's, bro, hey, look, bro, that's Esau for you, man. Very proud, very boastful, and he want to pretty much tell you what he's gonna do before he do it, right? Because Esau has his left hand, prophets or, or magicians, right? Isaiah 47 speaks about that, right? About Esau's magistrates, his monthly prognosticators. So they have those things on the left-hand side, but little do this man know is that his prosperity and his success with artificial intelligence will be his downfall, okay? You got people on the internet, all spooked out about AI, talking about how, oh, it's going to control our lives and AI is going to wipe out mankind. That's not prophecy, okay? AI would not wipe out mankind, bro. That's a myth, all right? You've been watching Terminator too damn much, and you caught up in Terminator and all these movies, man. Which some of those things are true, okay? But AI would not wipe out mankind. That's not biblical, all right? It's not prophecy. Yes, Esau will get a chance to be successful at it, right? But as it says in prophecy, in the midst of his success, right, the Lord is going to destroy him. So yes, people will get the MOTB. Yes, people will have, the brain implants. Yes, you will see robots. You will see drones in the sky. Okay, this is going to be a part of normal society. But with that, man, things not going to play out how they think it is. Esau is, he's banking on AI pretty much to give him God-like ability, in which he will have that, okay? To where he's able to govern what you buy, govern what you say, govern what you do, track your blood flow, track your heart rate. I mean, this man will have immense power with AI. But once again, with artificial intelligence, he's going to lose, all right? He's going to lose terribly because Yahweh Shai is going to return and destroy this man with the brightness of his coming, as it says in prophecy. So let me get that scripture real quick. This is 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter. And starting at verse 3, it says, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition." Now, the falling away has already happened with us as a nation, okay, the Israelites. We did fall away for a dispensation of time. But in these last days, the Most High God has brought us back to our heritage, man. Has given us our name back. Has given us his name, his son name, all right? And ultimately, that faith to believe in the word, right? So we come back to who we are, and now the man of sin is being revealed, okay? And that's Esau, bro. He's the man of sin, right? You got, hey, bro, that's a crazy title, right? To have. Because sin is wickedness. But when it comes to wickedness, Esau is the man, right? Like how some people say, Jordan is the man when it comes to basketball. Tom Brady is the man when it comes, to football, right? He's the pinnacle of it. So when it comes to sin and wickedness and abominations, nobody outdoes Esau, man. He's that nigga, all right, when it comes to sin. And he has been revealed because everything that he put out into the earth, man, is all wrapped around idolatry and wickedness, okay? Nothing about Esau is righteous. Not one thing, okay? Everything Esau does, trust and believe, wickedness is tied to it. So it says here, verse 4, "Who opposed and exalted himself above all that is called God or that is worship." And that's Esau for you, man. This man has went so far to say that he's God, right? And he tried to prove that through his artificial intelligence, through, his technology, his science, to declare himself as a God, right? Always talking about his evidence and what he has and, his knowledge, his IQ, trying to show and prove that, look, I'm God, okay? That's how Esau get down. And he opposed anything that is called God or that is worship, right? That's how Esau get down, man. And he pushed out, this doctrine of evolution into the world. And that has bugged out millions of people, okay, are bugged out behind the false doctrine of evolution, okay, which is complete madness. All right, you got to be a damn fool to believe that, right? They, they try to call you crazy for believing in a higher power, but actually getting into the doctrine of evolution and Darwinism, that shit is crazy. And you got to be a crazy person to read that shit and say, oh, yeah, this is true. It's a bunch of mysticism, right? All evolution does is they try to explain unto you life, all right, from a very carnal aspect, okay? Ultimately, they try to explain what happened when you get life, okay? But they can't tell you where life comes from. That's evolution. They only can explain unto you, so-called, all right, this what happened when you get life. But they can't tell you where life comes from. They can't tell you where the universe comes from, right? They have come out publicly and said, yes, we believe the universe had a beginning. Well, to make that statement, then you got to explain where it comes from. Who caused it to happen? Because it just come out the blue, just one day, no. Something caused that to happen. What was the cause? Who was this intelligence, right, that caused this universe to come about, man? The sun, the moon, the stars. These are things you gotta think about. Like, bro, this come from somewhere, okay? It ain't just happened. This stuff came from somewhere, bro, and it come from the Most High God Yahweh. That's where it's come from, okay? So you people can believe what you want, but the point being, or bringing up evolution, is that Esau, he does that to disprove the Most High God Yahweh. So-called disprove the Most High, right? But he's wrong. It says, so that he, as God, sit in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. That's Esau, man. He went so far to paint himself, right? Even though he don't believe, he paint himself as the Most High, man. You got a white Jesus, white Mary, white God, white angels. That's a bunch of madness, okay? It's a bunch of madness, man. But that's Esau's belief. It says, remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things. And now you know what would hold it, that he might be revealed in his time. So there was a particular time for Esau to be revealed, man. Okay? Didn't the Most High say here in Jeremiah 49 that he will make Esau bare, meaning expose him. This is Jeremiah 49, starting at verse 7. It says, concerning Edom, thus said the Lord Yahweh of hosts, is wisdom no more intimate? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? In other words, the Lord is mocking you devils, man. Right? Because you like to talk about your IQ and how smart you are, right? But the Lord, like, hey, man, where is your wisdom? Has it vanished? You devils, man. You been found out, bro. Okay, you tried, bro. Esau invested trillions of dollars into hiding who he was, and to hiding who Jake was. Okay? I mean, this man set up all kinds of traps. But all his labor and trying to hide who he was and who Jake was, look, for the Lord, like this, no. I'm going to show him who you are anyway, nigga. Because you don't control nothing. Okay? It says, flee ye, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of the den. For I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him, the time that I will visit him. And we're heading into that time. The Lord getting ready to bring calamity upon Esau, man. It's not going to play out how he got it planned in his head. Okay? These devils got it planned out that, look, we gonna bring out this AI stuff, all right? Robots and drones, and to get control and ultimately try to get everlasting life. Okay? I heard an interview, and this guy was speaking about how through artificial intelligence, they'll be able to prolong their lives to 200, 300 years, man. All right. He said in about 20 years, you know, we'll be able to alter our bodies to where we can live to 200 and 300 years, man. Okay, without no problems, so-called, right? So ultimately, Esau trying to make his own Genesis chapter 1. Like he wanna, he wanna tweak life and make it to how he wants it. Okay, who in the hell want to live for 300 years in this flesh? Shit, 100 years. You be defecating on yourself, man, for real. And I can imagine 100 years, I should say 100 more years of Esau ruling. Bro, put me in the grave, dog. Fuck that. Put me in the grave, dog. No, sir. Can you imagine life in 2040 or life in 2050? Bro, you don't want to imagine that shit, bro. And 2040, bro. Like, try to imagine life in 2040. 2050, man. It's going to be hell everywhere, okay? You're going to see robots and cyborgs, all kind of weird stuff, bro. So the Lord got to come and destroy this man, right? It says, verse 9 says, if grape gatherers came to thee, will they not leave some gleaning grapes? If these by night, they will destroy till they have enough. So in other words, the Lord is saying that grape gatherers will leave some grapes behind. Okay, they can't take all the grapes. A thief can't come and steal everything. But the Lord is saying He's going to completely wipe out Esau, man. His power structure and ultimately the seed of the Edomites. Okay, a time is coming to where there will not be one Edomite left on the planet Earth. But Esau got to serve his judgment in captivity first. But eventually, they will be wiped out as a people. That's in Obadiah, man. Right? Verse 10 says, but I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. So, for so long, man, all right, nobody knew who the Edomites were. Nobody knew about the so-called Illuminati and the Rothschilds and all these different banking families and who control the world. Nobody knew these things, man. But the Lord has made Esau bare. And now, the average person know about the Illuminati, right? The average person know about the Rothschilds, okay? The Oppenheimers and DuPonts. They all know about it, man, because of the internet, right? And they got individuals who was amongst that crap who came and pretty much exposed their own people, man, right? As it says in Psalm 64, he shall make their tongue fall upon themselves. So everybody know about you devils now, man, okay? But the knowledge of you being the Edomites, that's been hidden for a long time, okay? For a very long time, man. Nobody knew who the Edomites were. And you devils put up so many stumbling blocks to hide that, okay? Call yourself white, European, whatever, Caucasian. You're an Edomite. And your time is up, okay? It says, his seed is spoiled and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. So the Lord has exposed you devils, okay? Going back to 2 Thessalonians 2, and reading verse 6 again, it says, and now you know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. And that time is now, okay? You Edomites have been exposed, man. And there is no way around it, okay? You've been trying to shut down the Israelites. You're approaching the camps and making parody videos, trying your best to discourage us, trying to, discourage the messages. But it's not working, bro, okay? It's not working, man. We on your ass, boy. Constantly. Every day. We on your ass, man. And we're going to stay on you, nigga, until the Lord come and take you down, boy. So you might well just go ahead on and just accept defeat. It says, verse 7, For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Now, what Paul is talking about here? He's talking about the Romans, okay? Esau started back then, but it wasn't time, all right? Because Rome had to fall, okay? The pagan Roman Empire fell, right? Because the Roman Empire pretty much became a Christianized under Constantine the Great, okay? Who was a Jake, by the way, okay? He wasn't no damn white boy. There was a Jake, Constantine, man. He Christianized the Roman Empire. So when Rome fell, there was the Edomite. Esau fell, okay? But Rome never went anywhere. Rome never became Christianized, man. Okay? It says, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now let it will let until he be taken out of the way. So the Lord, all right, he's allowing Esau to so-called prosper and to pretty much establish this MOTB system, right? The Lord let him do these things. But it says he's going to take him out of the way in due time, man, all right? So he can do what he's going to do, all right? Elon Musk, Sam Altman, all these guys, they're a bunch of damn losers, man. AI is going to be their downfall. They don't know that. They think AI is something here to help them bend. No, it's going to be a downfall, man. You idiots, okay? It says, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. So our Lord Yahushua, right? He's going to appear and destroy Esau with the chariots, man. That's what it's talking about here, okay? When it says, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, it's talking about the chariots. Now, it's also twofold, okay? It's speaking about the prophets, all right, prophesying and consuming Esau with the word, but Yahushua going to physically come back and destroy these devils, man. And it's going to be beautiful, all right? All that technology, all your robots and AI, all of that damn trash will be destroyed by Yahushua, man. And you know that, bro. But in your mind, you think you're going to defeat the Lord Yahushua. You're crazy, man. Satan got y'all bugged the hell out, okay? Satan got you bugged out. Think you're going to defeat the Lord, man. Where the hell Satan come from? You think he made himself? You think he got some authority? He got an answer to Yahushua, man. All power has been given unto Yahushua, both in heaven and on earth. So Satan got to come to Yahushua, man, and get the scoop on what to do next. You fools. But anyway, it says, verse 9, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, without power and signs and lying wonders. So this man will be coming in the power, the energy of Satan. That's Esau, bro. He's the ultimate Satanist, all right? They worship Satan, man. And therefore, Satan gave them power, man. Ultimately, okay, the Lord did it, but he used Satan to give Esau power, all right? But when Satan came to Yahushua, right? In Luke chapter 4 here, right? When Yahushua was tempted. Listen, bro, listen to what Satan gonna say, right? This is Luke chapter 4. And I'll start at verse 5, right? It says, and the devil taking him up into a high mountain, showed unto him all the kingdoms of the world in a moment of time. So the devil showed Yahushua, all the great kingdoms that was to come. Okay, he showed him America, he showed him, Britain and all these great kingdoms, right? He showed it to him in a flash, all right, in a moment of time. It says, and the devil said unto him, all this power will I give thee, and the glory of them. For that is delivered unto me, and to whomsoever I will give it. That is the scripture that you got to digest. That is a precept that you got to truly digest, man. Satan told you, how shall I look? I'll give you these kingdoms and the glory of them. Right? He says, for that is delivered unto me. So who gave Satan that power, man? Over the world. The Most High gave Satan that power. He gave him control of all of these kingdoms. Right? America is ran by Satan. Okay? This is Satan's seat, man. This is Satan's world at the moment, right? Now I'm gonna get this verse here in the I'll get the Christian Standard Bible, right? It says, the devil said to him, I will give you their splendor and all this authority, because it is given over to me, and I can give it to anyone I want. That's Satan, man. He got that power. So guess who Satan gave it to? He gave it to Esau, right? He gave it to Esau, man. It says, it says, and the devil said unto him, all this power I will give thee, and the glory of them, for that is delivered unto me, and to whomsoever I will give it. If thou therefore will worship me, all shall be done. So Satan gave the same proposal to Esau. Worship me, nigga, and I'll give you everything. You know what Esau did? Okay? Esau worshiped Satan, made sacrifices unto Satan. Satan gave him the world. But ultimately, it was the Most High who gave it to him, right? Because Satan just said that this was given unto him. Who gave it to him? The Most High, man. Read Psalm 24, verse 1 and 2. The earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof. Most High, bro. So you devils, all right, you devils, man. You've been put in the trick bag, okay? And the Lord get ready to destroy you. This is what the scripture is saying here, right? So once again, in Thessalonians, it says, even him who's coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. Now, I want to get some of these words here in verse 9, because it shows the hypocrisy of Esau's technology and his science overall, right? So this word for lion, right? It is a G5579, and the word is pseudos, which means pseudo, right? It says a lie, conscious and intentional falsehood, in a broad sense, whatever is not what it seems to be. That's Esau, man. He's not what he seemed to be. He ain't no God, man. Okay? He only been chosen to fulfill a purpose. Okay, the Lord could have chosen any nation to fulfill this purpose. But he chose Esau instead because Esau is the wicked. He's the devil. And nobody else will perform this task better than what he would do it. Okay? Keep in mind, his title is the man of sin. That is a hell of a title to have upon yourself, man. The man of sin. So Esau about whatever, bro. Drinking blood, sacrificing babies, orgies, homosexuality. No, bro, it don't matter what it is. Eating feces. It don't matter to Esau. He'll do it. He wants the power, man. Esau wants that power, bro. You know, but ultimately, man, it's his blessing, ultimately, right? You read Genesis 27, right? And he was blessed with that. Okay? The fatness of the earth. This is why he's in America, right? He's in Australia. He's in, Hawaii and Canada, Europe, everywhere, South Africa. He's every goddamn where. That's his blessing, man. To be a damn colonizer. And he was given a sword to be successful at it. Right? You read Genesis 27, man. Only Jacob and Esau were blessed with the fatness of the earth. Esau's blessing was a carnal blessing. Jacob's blessing was eternal. Okay? Eternal blessing, man. And so we're at the last end of Esau's blessing. All right? Fuck it. I ain't got time to get stung, man. I've been stung every goddamn summer. But yeah, whatever. You remember Esau, this is his time to ball. Okay? And AI will be the pinnacle of his power. Okay? Once he get AI fully up and running and established amongst the people, this devil might throw a party. Okay? When he get people see him, he gonna have a damn good time. Somewhere, deep out in the forest, somewhere, dancing butt naked. He gonna have a good time. But his joy gonna be only for a moment, man. Lord gonna destroy this nigga. Right? So going back to the scripture, verse 10 says, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness, and them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And that's going into Jake, man, all right, who don't believe. Thinking the truth is gain, but the Most High gonna put you to death, and your mama and them too, okay? The Lord gonna kill your mama, nigga. You keep playing. And your grandma and them too, if she ain't already dead. Y'all playing games the Most High, bro. Most High don't play no fucking games, man. You play games. The Lord will kill your damn kids, nigga. You playing with him, he nothing to play with. But you're on the internet, y'all playing games, making these little TikToks. You think this shit cute. Sooner or later, it's gonna be your last TikTok you make, nigga. And for you dumb women out there as well. Thinking it's a game. It's not a fucking game, man. But hey, whatever. The Lord gave you that mindset to be a scoffer and a demon, okay? And the next verse proves that. Verse 11 says, and for this cause, God shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. So the Lord got people under strong delusion, man. Heavy, strong demons, okay? And it doesn't that you can tell them to so-called convert them. They're faded sealed, right? Strong delusions, man. Matter of fact, you read Isaiah 66 and verse 4. Isaiah 66 verse 4 says, I also will choose their delusions and will bring their fears upon them, because when I called, none did answer. When I spake, they did not hear, but they did evil before mine eyes, and chose that in which I delighted not. So the Most High got delusions on Jacob, man. This is why Jacob's into Christianity. He's into Islam, Buddhism, Hinduism. He's a 5%er. He's a Jehovah's Witness. Some Jakes are Mormons, which is ridiculous to me. How the hell you a Mormon, Negro? How? Come on, dog. A Mormon? Out of all things, a niggas say, Mormon. Mormons don't like niggas. You're crazy, man. But they get to that, though. Islam, everything. Pan-Africanism, and all the trash that come with that trash, right? Delusions, man. It's a scary thing to fall into the hands of the Most High, bro. Most High got Jake out here bumped out. Okay, you got Jakes who were once men. Well, they're still men. Okay, but physically, they have transitioned to a woman, so-called. Blood implants, breast implants, hips and shit, lips, like a woman. Crazy. Okay, the Most High bug you out like that, right? So the Lord sent out people strong delusion for not believing the truth, man. And sooner or later, the Lord going to close down this operation of teaching the gospel. And for those who ain't got it, that's on you, man. But the scripture says what? To seek ye the Lord, Yahweh, while he may be found, call on him while he is near. You got to do that right now, man. To hopefully secure your lot and being saved, man. As Peter said, give diligence to make your calling and your election sure. So we got to seek the Lord, get this word, man. Straighten up your life, okay? Because this digital prison is going to try all of us, okay? Some brothers and sisters going to be taken by this shit, man. Fall weak to it, because of the perks and the benefits of artificial intelligence and, all this damn stuff he saw coming with, bro. He gonna use heavy witchcraft to pretty much, man, get the people, bro. And some brothers and sisters gonna fall for that, Well, he started saying my grandma from cancer, bro. She, I just took the chip, bro. I still know the name of the Lord. So, nigga, you finna die. What you mean? You took it to say your mama, what you mean? But most I gonna put you in the ground, dog. Okay? And anybody who take it, bro. But hey, you take that MOTB, brother, that's on you. We all gonna be tempted with it, okay? You got a house, a car, job. Eventually, you won't be able to work without it. Actually, be in society, okay? If you want to be a part of society, you gotta take the MOTB. Plain and simple. And if you're tied to this world, right? If your treasures are in this world, as Yahushua said, if your treasures are on earth, you're going to take the MOTB. This way you can't get too comfortable, okay? You can't get too comfortable, man. It's good, take care of yourself, do what you got to do, but look, don't lose sight, man. Because you can get caught up in your job, and your woman being fine, and, your car looking nice, bill paid on time. You get caught up in that shit and thinking you good. Then MOTB come, and then comforts get taken away. And it's going to be a trial of if you still believe or not, okay? It's going to be a trial, man, for all of us. But the Lord had already told us to look, the days of trouble are at hand. And then he said, but I will deliver you from the same. That's 2 Corinthians 16, verse 74, I believe, right? Troubles are coming, right? And the squeeze gonna pretty much be on us from every fucking angle in our lives. That's if you want to participate in society, okay? He's not gonna make it hell for you, right? A digital ID, central bank digital currencies, okay? A carbon footprint, telling you what you can buy from the store, what you can't buy, right? Taking money out your account without you knowing or shit, even if you know it. You owe some taxes or some back taxes, anything. They ain't got to ask you or call your cell phone to take the money away. With CBDCs, they don't just take your money, bro. Okay, he didn't pay this, take that. Oh, he posted something radical online, freeze his account. That's how it's going to be, bro. And we're going to see who still believe in that day. Because that's coming, man. All the men on the highways and byways. Your face on camera. AI can go through these videos, all right, get a print of your face and track your damn information and, find out who you is and what you all about. So when it's time to sign up for CBDCs, I was like, oh no, you one of them crazy people, ain't it? You know, like Hebrew Israelite, huh? Yeah, you can't get CBDCs. I'm sorry, nigga. They'll do it like that, man. You know? But that's okay. All right, because the Most High gonna provide for us, right? He gonna provide, man. He already promised that. As Yahushua said in Matthew chapter 6, what did he say? Seek the kingdom of the Most High and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Okay? But that trial gonna be, hey brother, that trial gonna be hell. And the Most High gonna put us in those situations just to see what we're about. Okay, you've been preaching all these years, saying this and saying that. What you gonna do when you're faced with adversity? That's what a man all about. Okay, a man who ain't been through shit, you don't know what he really about. You really don't know until it boils down, bro. Then you find out who is who really believe, who didn't believe. That's what those trials gonna do, right? Matter of fact, let's get Revelation 3. Revelation chapter 3 and the Salakia. 3 and 10, right? Revelation 3 and 10 says what? This NLT Bible. Because you have obeyed my command to persevere, I will protect you from the great time of testing that will come upon the whole world to test those who belong to this world. So if you're obeying the Lord, you fight this good fight of faith, man. You're persevering, okay, through all things, man. Anything the Most High throw in your life, deal with it, bro. It's hell, it's a tribulation, man. But guess what? As Paul said, if we suffer with Yahushua, we shall reign with him. So count it joy, as Peter said, man. If you go through something, brother, that ain't the end of you. That ain't the end of you, man. It's all up to the Most High God, Yahweh. Those who get the last say so on the man. Okay? He get the last say so on the brother. No matter what you go through, okay? Just keep on fighting, bro. Just keep grinding, man. Whatever it may be, situation that you're in, just keep grinding, bro. You keep believing, you stay consistent, bro. The Most High gonna take care of you. He gonna take care of you, man. Trust and believe that, right? But persevering. You know what? I'm gonna Google the word perseverance real quick. Persevere, right? It says persevere. A Google definition. It says continue in a course of action, even in the face of difficulty, or with little or no prospect of success. So constantly grinding, man, in the face of difficulty, right? Any hard thing, throw it into your life, man. Whether it be, a bodily ailment, right? Whether it be financial situations or whatever it may be, bro, anything. Anything that causes difficulty in your walk. Just keep on pushing, man. Most I know your spirit, brother. He know all our spirit. He know who really believe and who don't. He know who's shooting the shit and fucking around. Bro, most I know all that. Okay? He know everything. Right? So if you truly believe, let's keep doing the work, man. No matter what somebody got to say about you, bro. People want to talk about you, bro. They talk about Yahushua, David, Paul, they talk about all of them. Okay, Elijah, they talk shit about all of them in the Lord. Okay? That's okay. Anybody can hold up, believe they want to help about you, man. Any ideology of what they think you are, or this, that, and the third, Let them keep it, man. You can believe one thing about me, personally. I don't give a damn. Because I'm going to answer you for salvation. So what you think about me is that it really it's irrelevant, and you should be thinking about the Lord and bettering yourself. Because talking about me or worrying about me, you wasting your goddamn time. I do not give a damn. Hey, as long as I'm serving the Lord, bro, being consistent with this thing, how you think what you feel don't matter to me. You can go eat some fucking dirt, nigga. Whoever you may be. Because I don't care. It's all about serving your house by Shemal Shot, man. Persevering, taking care of your business, bro. So people want to talk about you. That's okay. Keep grinding, man. In the face of adversity. Keep pushing, bro, regardless. It don't matter, man. Hey, bro, read the scriptures, bro. Bro, David, bro. Can you imagine how David felt? You know? After he murdered a man and committed adultery, bro. How he felt. Most High kicked him out of his kingdom, man. And for a dispensation of time, he was gone. Out of his own kingdom, bro. Everybody knew who David was. And then everybody found out what he did. And as he was leaving his kingdom, you know, people talking shit to him, you know, or putting a curse on him, you know, calling him out. Nigga, you committed adultery, nigga, you know. Hey, you know, they weren't wrong, you know, for saying what he did, you know. But that same guy, all right, who was talking about King David, before King David died, King David told Solomon, hey, look, go get that nigga. hey, man, so say what you want to say, man. All right, because the Lord might get you in the end, my guy. So just keep talking, man. Think how you want to feel how you want to feel, you know. Which he was justified in saying what he was saying. You know, David was a murderer. David did commit adultery, all right? But one thing that dude didn't know is that the Lord forgave David. That's what he didn't know. He didn't know that the Most High forgave King David and had mercy on him. He didn't know that part. All he knew was what David did. He didn't know about the mercy part. The same thing with some of you guys out there, bro. You might know what a brother did, but you don't know about the mercy that the Most High showed a brother. Or, you know, it's a Lord forgave the brother. Now, you don't know that shit, bro. But you have the mindset of, oh, yeah, he ain't shit. You know, he a nigga. Okay. Make sure you ain't no nigga. And make sure that you keep fighting and keep pushing. Because if you give up, you worse than a nigga. If you quit, you worse than a bitch. Okay? You are a bitch if you quit. You are a B-I-T-C-H. Okay? Capital letters. Right? Exclamation marks on it. If you quit on the Lord, man. So persevere, bro. You keep on enduring. Yahweh said, I'm going to protect you in those days, man. So, hey, it's going to be trying, brother. You know? I remember this Apostle Hart. He was speaking about, man, you know, shit, some of us might be homeless. That might happen to you, bro. I mean, and in order to keep a house, you got to have the MOTB. Or at least be tied into this system some way, right? To keep your house or, you know, whatever you may have. Hey, you have to take something, all right? The CBDCs, which that don't require it to be in your hand, okay? But ultimately, the MOTB. So everybody might have to jump ship, you know? But if you got to be homeless, where you go through there? But are you willing to go out into the world and sleep on the ground? Or maybe go a couple of days without taking a bath. Maybe go a couple of days without having no food. Paul went days without food and water. He spoke about it, man. Man, the Lord went through some harsh things, bro. Read 2 Corinthians chapter 11. But the Lord put Paul through it. All the apostles, you know, but just reading about what Paul said, God damn. To get beat, you know, Ain't nothing cool about that, brother. Thrown in jail and getting robbed, going without food, being cold. He was going through it, brother. All right? And that's why in Philippians he said what? I know how to abase and I know how to abound. So in that time of Jacob's trouble, in the time of this damn digital prison, man, you have to learn how to be a base. If you don't know how to operate like that, brother, it's gonna be hard on you, dog. Okay? If you don't know how to be a base and go without, you're gonna break. And you can go to Esau and say, look, man, hey, I'm hungry, dog. Give me the MOTB. I'm Israelite anyway, so I'm being the kingdom anyway, shit, just give me the MOTB. Hey, how you know you're an Israelite? Nigga, you don't know you're an Israelite or not. You believe you one. So having that mindset, nigga, you might not be an Israelite, boy. And you playing games. And look, bro, hey, that's a mindset of a damn loser anyway, Shit, I tell you MOTB shit, I'm an Israelite anyway, brother. I'm gonna make it anyway. Okay. You find out on down the line that your great, super great granddad is a Hamite. Now what, nigga? Now you in captivity in the kingdom. Getting your ass whooped. Okay? Getting your ass beat by the Israelites. Because that's going to happen in the kingdom. We're going to beat the hell out of you people. All right? Severely. We're talking about overkilling. That's going to be in the kingdom. Severe beatings. Okay? And these heathens need that. Look at this world, man. This world is messed all the way up. And the top heathen is Esau Edom, bro. He's a top damn heathen. And his influence is everywhere. And everybody all bugged out and through. Okay? The average American is fat as hell, low self-esteem. Right? But you got a good job, though. Got a good paying job. But you fat as hell, man. Eating fast food all damn day. This ain't life, brother. This is trash. Okay? So getting here back to the scripture, it says, because you have obeyed my command to persevere, I will protect you from the great time of testing that will come upon the whole world to test those who belong to this world. I am coming soon. Hold on to what you have so that no one will take away your crown. This is how Shah speaking, man. Hold on to the word, brother. That's the most important thing, God. Yes, you're going to have time, where you fuck up. Sometimes you'll fuck up real bad. And the truth, like King David did. David fucked up real bad. Right? He murdered and adultery. He had fucked up bad. Right? But the Lord had mercy, man, because why? David was of the elect. Okay? He was of the elect, man. And then he numbered Israel. That was a sin too. Most High had mercy on them. The Most High brought judgment on David, right? Turned his house against him, killed his children. Well, Absalom, right? But his other kids died too. Absalom put old boy to death, all right, for taking his sister, right? David's son. But the Lord have mercy on David, man. Okay, so the elect ain't all squeaky clean. Okay? The elect ain't all squeaky clean, man. But the Most High has mercy. And so, if you with the Lord, then you clean. Ultimately, right? Ultimately, man. So, let nobody take away your crown, brother. Just keep doing the work, bro. Keep grinding, man. The Most High know all our minds, but He know our spirits, bro. He know which brother believes. He know which brother full of shit. All right? He know it, player. So you can't fool the Most High, man. It says, Luke chapter 21. Luke 21 and verse 34, it says, watch out. Don't let your hearts be dulled by carousing and drunkenness and by the worries of this life. Don't let that day catch you unaware like a trap. for that day will come upon everyone living on the earth. So a time like no other is coming, man. And the trap is being prepared. The MOTB system, right? Artificial intelligence. That's the goddamn trap. That trap, hey, that's not going over, brother. Once that shit truly gets pushed out into the world, okay? Stargate here in America, right? Stargate. That's in America, which will be a system of AI model computers that will pretty much govern Babylon the Great with artificial intelligence. Okay. Oh boy. Oh, what's his name? Sam something. I forget. No. Damn, what's his name? Larry Ellison. Right? Larry Ellison said that pretty much when artificial intelligence is, out here, in the public, he said that there will be AI model cameras govern society. And he said that the citizens will be on their best behavior because of the AI cameras. With the AI cameras, they're going to have facial recognition, in which you'll have a digital ID by then, okay? They're going to know who you are. The AI camera's going to pick it up and say, yeah, hey, look, he did this, or he did that. You can't get away. Bro, they're going to know everything. So Larry Ellison said, look, the citizens will be on their best behavior. He said the cops, they will also be on their best behavior because of the AI model cameras. Also, he said that if there's a high-speed chase, he said there will be no need for police cars chasing on the highway and causing incidents in a high-speed chase. He said we will use drones to chase people doing high-speed chases, using AI cameras, to call them out, Hey, bro, it's going to be crazy, man. Can you imagine a damn drone, drones chasing a nigga on the highway? Hey, that's going to be crazy, man. But that's the world we're heading into, okay? This crazy AI trap. And Yahushua said it's a trap, man. And the snare will come up on the whole world, right? It says, verse 36, keep alert at all times and pray that you might be strong enough to escape these coming horrors and stand before the Son of Man. So you gotta make sure that you're praying, man. I gotta make sure that I'm praying to be strong enough, okay? You're gonna have to be strong in that day. All of us gonna have to be strong. If your faith not strong, during that time, more than likely you're gonna crack and give in to this devil and say, look, I'm tired of sleeping outside. I'm tired of being on the run. I'm tired of being hungry. My kids, my woman. I'm tired of all this stuff. I'm just gonna go take the MOTB. Oh boy. You don't want to do that. Pray to the Lord, man. Build yourself up right now, bro. You gotta be strong right now, man. Like a fighter, They prep, 6-8 weeks of training. So that on game day, Salakia, on, their boxing fight, they're in shape, man. Tip-top shape, ready to go a full 12 rounds, right? So the same thing for the truth, bro. This is preparation time. Utilizing prayer. Utilizing fasting, okay? Utilizing the scriptures, man. Utilizing these videos to further educate yourself and build, build yourself up, bro. Hearing brothers' testimonies, right? Hearing brothers go through different topics, okay? Powerful thing, man. You're building yourself up, Paul speaks about being rooted and built up in your house and established in the faith, man. If you're not established in the faith, brother, guess what? You're going to crack in that day. Any little hard situation going to make you just fold. Okay? And you don't want it to be like that, man. You want to make sure that if you're faced with some ultimate trial, some ultimate adversity, whether it be death or torture, your mind ready for it. Okay? And the truth, brother, you got to be prepared for all things. For life and death. Okay? If you're not prepared for all things, then, brother, you might as well just go ahead and stop. Because this ain't for you. All right? Some of us going to be grabbed up and thrown in jail. Some of us going to be unalived. That's just what it is, brother. Some brother's head going to be cut off, man. But that's just what it is, brother, That's your life, brother. Hey, take it with joy, man. All the prophets, went through hell, man. Went through some brutal things, right? Shit, Paul got his head cut off. As a Roman, okay? As a Roman, his Roman citizenship, right? He wasn't allowed to be crucified, right? So the so-called honorable death for him was a beheading, right? For the Apostle Paul, man, as a Roman, right? But shit, Peter and them got put on a cross, man, on the stake, and crucified, man, right? But they went through it, brother. So if you got to go through that, hey, be strong, man. All right, pain only lasts for a little while, right? Only lasts for a little while, man. Hey, you know what? Read 2 Maccabees chapter 7, man. Them brothers, bro, who went through it. Okay, they was tortured. All right, but guess what? They accepted it, man. They was okay with going what they had to go through because they know that look, we sinned against the Lord. Okay, cool, but you got them Edomites. Y'all got it coming. Okay, they got it coming, man. So I'm gonna close out right there, bro. Okay, I'm gonna head out. But I pray it was edifying, man. Keep fighting, keep pushing out there, brother. Keep your eyes on the news, man. Okay, make sure that you're watching the apostles. Make sure you're praying. Fast if you have to, brother. Fast if you have to, man. All right? These are some very, very important times that we're in, bro. If you're struggling with something, brother, go pray about it. You got some doubts, go pray about it, man. Because, hey, brother, in that day, it's going to be serious, So I'm going to close out with there, brother. Close out by giving all praise and glory once again to Yahweh Bashim Awashai Bashim Chakadash. Abundance unto the apostle elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to the elect. Shalom.